Fans of 911 who have long rooted for a potential romance between Buck and Eddie will have to keep waiting, as Season 9 makes it clear that their relationship remains solidly in the realm of friendship. For now, at least. The bond between Evan Buck Buckley and Eddie Diaz has been one of the show's most compelling dynamics since the two first met, sparking years of fan speculation and the popular buddy ship that has taken over online discussions. Their chemistry, mutual respect, and emotional connection have fueled hopes that the pair might one day realize there's something more than friendship between them. However, as of 9-1 Season 9, the series doesn't appear to be moving in that direction. While Buck and Eddie's connection continues to anchor much of the show's emotional weight, it remains platonic, deep, loyal, and brotherly. In Season 8, fans thought the story might finally take a turn when Buck's sister Maddie called out her brother's possible feelings for Eddie after Tommy pointed them out. That conversation stirred renewed excitement among fans who had waited years for even a hint of romantic acknowledgement between the two. Yet, since that moment, 911 has gone quiet on the buddy front. In Season 9's opening episodes, especially the premiere titled Eat the Rich, their bond feels unchanged. They remain close colleagues and trusted friends, but there's no clear movement toward romance. In fact, the premiere hardly features any substantial interaction between Buck and Eddie. The lack of scenes together in the season opener is telling. It suggests that the show's creative direction isn't currently focused on exploring that potential storyline. Instead, the episode centers on Buck's emotional state following Bobby's death and the broader team dynamic as the Wonder 18 continues to cope with loss. Buck does show signs of jealousy, but not in a romantic sense. His envy surfaces when Eddie begins partnering more closely with Hen, creating a subtle tension. Some fans initially wondered if this jealousy hinted at something deeper, but context quickly proves otherwise. Buck's reaction stems from insecurity and a fear of change, rather than romantic feelings. Hen is happily married, and her growing bond with Eddie simply reminds Buck that his world is shifting. His friends, routines, and sense of belonging all look different after Bobby's passing. This emotional instability highlights a core part of Buck's journey this season. He's grieving, searching for direction, and struggling to redefine his place within the team. The jealousy he feels isn't about love, it's about loss. Of Bobby, of the familiar, and perhaps of the unspoken dynamic he's long shared with Eddie. The show treats this with care, showing that Buck's emotions are raw but not romantically charged. For viewers hoping for even the smallest spark between the two men, the Season 9 premiere doesn't offer much encouragement. If 911 were planning to move the Buck and Eddie relationship toward romance, the writers likely would have planted clearer narrative seeds early in the season. The absence of those cues suggests the show is choosing to focus elsewhere, at least for now. Supporting that interpretation are recent comments from actor Oliver Stark, who portrays Buck. In an interview following the Season 9 premiere, Stark discussed his character's upcoming arc and addressed the ongoing buddy speculation. When asked directly whether Tommy's previous questions about Buck's feelings for Eddie would resurface in the new season, Stark seemed to shut down the idea. He explained that, while Buck and Eddie share an incredibly deep friendship, there are no plans, at least in the immediate future, for that bond to evolve into romance. His comments align with what we see on screen. 9-1-1 appears intent on grounding both characters in personal growth and emotional recovery rather than romance. For Buck, this means processing grief, rediscovering his identity as a firefighter, and learning to find stability amid chaos. His emotional energy this season is directed inward, not toward dating or exploring new relationships. The first episode makes this especially clear. Buck is barely keeping himself together, grappling with the immense emotional fallout of Bobby's death. The pain is still raw, and there's little room in his life for love or romantic distraction. Eddie, meanwhile, seems focused on maintaining order both at work and at home. He's been a steady presence for the team during their period of mourning, and his partnership with Hen offers him a new challenge and a sense of renewal. Their camaraderie is purely professional but refreshing, allowing Eddie to lean into teamwork and mentorship while keeping his emotions guarded. This new partnership also creates natural distance between Eddie and Buck, not out of conflict, but as a reflection of how both men are growing individually after losing their mentor. The choice to keep Buddy's relationship platonic at this stage may frustrate some fans, but it aligns with the show's broader themes of healing and resilience. 911 has always balanced intense emergencies with deeply human stories about connection, grief, and growth. Season 9 appears to be focusing on rebuilding the emotional foundations of its characters before exploring anything new romantically. Buck and Eddie's friendship remains one of the most heartfelt relationships in the series, and the writers seem keen on preserving that authenticity rather than forcing a romantic subplot that doesn't yet fit their emotional trajectories. That said, that one has never definitively ruled out the possibility of something more between Buck and Eddie. Their connection is undeniable, and the series has long embraced fluidity and openness in its character relationships. It's entirely possible that future seasons may explore new dimensions to their bond once both men have found peace and stability in their personal lives. For now, though, Season 9 positions them as brothers in arms, united by shared loss, mutual trust, and a deep, unspoken understanding that goes beyond words. Ultimately, Buck's journey this season isn't about falling in love. It's about surviving heartbreak, rediscovering purpose, and learning to adapt to change. Eddie's journey, too, is about balance and strength in the face of grief. Their friendship remains a cornerstone of 911, a constant reminder that love doesn't always have to be romantic to be meaningful. While the buddy fandom might have to keep their dreams on hold a bit longer, the emotional bond between Buck and Eddie continues to be one of the show's most authentic and compelling elements. Season 9 may not deliver romance, but it reinforces something just as powerful: the idea that deep friendship can be as sustaining, loyal, and life-changing as any romantic connection.